at the Ryman Gardens here at Iowa State University. Did you know without the bee population, humans would only have 4 years to survive? This fact came from Albert Einstein, and it is definitely true because bees are huge importance to our survival because they pollinate our food. Bees are scary the most because there is a chance that they could harm them with their stingers, but in reality, we would suffer tremendously without bees on planet Earth. Here's Maureen to explain colony collapse disorder.
Colony collapse disorder, or CDC, is a phenomenon in which managed honeybees leave their colonies en masse. This causes the queen bee and young bees to be abandoned in the colony. The bees also leave behind large stores of honey and pollen. The USDA reports that no scientific cause for CCD has been proven. The Agriculture Research Service is an internal research agency at the USDA. They have been in search of answers to CCD and improving bee management since 2008. The total number of managed honeybees colonies has decreased from 5 million in the 1940s to 2.5 million today. At the same time, the call for hives to provide pollination services has continued to increase. This means honeybee colonies are being transported over longer distances than ever before. The Agriculture Research Services believes there is a combination of things causing these colonies to collapse. In this video, we will discuss 2 reasons for disappearing bees and what we can do to protect these little critters. The USDA reports one reason bees are disappearing might be varroa mites. Varroa mites were first reported in Kentucky in the Bluegrass region in 1991. They have spread to and become a major pest of honeybees in many states since their introduction in Florida in the mid-1980s. These mites attack bees by latching onto them and sucking their blood. Varroa mites are often found in honeybee colonies that are affected by CCD. It is not known if the varroa mites are directly involved or if the viruses the varroa mites transmit, which is similar to the ones mosquitoes transmit with the malaria disease, are factored in causing CDC, but it could be contributing to the problem. These mites are a red-brown color. They have 8 legs and an oval-shaped body. They can be seen with the naked eye and most commonly latch onto the bee's abdomen. Beekeepers will use sticky sheets to check for mite infestation in colonies. These sheets can be inserted into the colony and left for 18 to 24 hours and then removed. If the number of mites attached to the sticky sheet exceeds 60, then the beekeeper can treat the colony for mites with miticides, which are chemicals that kill the mites. Beekeepers have to be very careful when using these chemicals because varroa mites can become immune to them. Beekeepers will alternate between different types of chemicals each year.
An interesting fact on neonics is that it originated from nicotine. When thinking about what nicotine is capable of doing to your body, think about what it could be doing to the earth and the animal meat we consume. The insecticide is effective against sucking insects and some chewing insects, such as the bees and these butterflies here. The insecticide reduces bees' ability to learn and remember navigational routes to and from food sources, which can cause the reduction in pollination. So how does the insecticide affect farmers? Supposedly, the product is environmentally friendly due to the reduction in spray applications needed. What the farmers don't realize is that a little goes a long ways. Neonics can possibly pose threats to farmers' soil in the long run, but this detail is ignored due to the efficiency that has come from the insecticide. Since 2014, a third of all soybean acreages were planted with insecticide-treated seeds. These acreages could be in a field near you and the water you consume. Neonics seep into the soil and remain there for years, destroying the worms and the earth creatures that sustain our soil.
The number of working bees had been falling for decades. In the 40s, there were about 5 million managed beehives. There are only half as many today. Beehives were threatened by disease-causing pathogens and new types of pests in the 80s. The 90s brought the Asian Varroa destructor mite to the US and Europe.
Death of beehives or colonies is not unusual, especially in winter months. Records of waves of sudden hive deaths date back centuries, but when beekeepers started reporting loss of 30 to 90% of their hives, they knew something was different. Flash forward to 2006, keepers lost a third of their hives, with much of the damage attributed to CCD. In April 2015, the USDA reported losses of managed honeybees colonies had hit 42.1% from April 2014 through April 2015, up from 34% from 2013-2014. This is the second highest annual loss seen.
Did you play with Transformers as a child? Because bee-like Transformers are in our near future. In 2013, Harvard University created the concept of the RoboBee. These robotic bees are actually very lifelike, yet complex. So complex that they are able to flap their wings up to 120 times per second. The RoboBee uses multiple materials including carbon fiber, titanium, and brass. Researchers believe that they will need 20 more years to develop the final prototype.
Apitherapy is a new therapy that treats arthritis by using bee venom. It has been used in other countries for centuries. According to 51-year-old Rhea Carlson of Vermont, bee venom helped to treat her Lyme disease. Bee venom contains 40 different healing components that benefits our health and has also been known to subside burns and ulcers. Foul brood is a bacterial disease where the baby bees turn into a brown goop. This bacteria that was discovered in 1906 is only visible under a microscope. This field test that scientists use is to touch the dead baby bee with a toothpick to test the stickiness. This bacteria can remain alive and active for more than 40 years in honey and on beekeeping equipment. So how can we help? Neonics only need to be provided in grams among crops, remembering that a little goes a long way. Let dandelions grow in your yard so that the bees have a place to land and gather pollination. Buy and eat more honey to help pollinators gain business and profits to benefit their businesses. Share an article of this topic on Facebook to let others know that this is an actually growing problem. And some benefits of honey that you may not know is that honey prevents heart disease and cancer, increases athletic performance, and reduces throat and cough irritation. Plus it tastes amazing and works great for sticky franks, so why not buy it?
Buzz, buzz.
Bees are dying and we ain't saying nothing. 100 million bees are leaving and we gonna be nothing. Bees out the trap, bees out the trap. Bees out the trap, bees out the trap. Bees